think I'm live. Now I just got to figure out how I'm going to set this up, because when I try to do, I figured out the issue. When I try to do overhead, this phone tells me that I need, it like locks it. It won't. Okay, so let's try. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Dina. Let's try this. Let's try. So annoying. Okay. It's this arm. I wish it would rotate. I might have to get a different arm. Shanna. Yeah, ooh, look at it. It's Inception right there. Okay. Okay, let me try to put it overhead. Thanks, Shanna Banana. Okay. Did I figure it out? Did we get it? I gotta move this cord out of my... It's straight now. Okay. We good? We good? It's like, don't move it. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we got it. I think we got it. Okay. Now, there's a delay over on YouTube. It looks to be about 20 seconds. Yay! Okay. We got it. Now, the only issue with this is that I can't play music. So you're gonna have to provide your own tunes. But today, friends, we're gonna make some journals, and we're gonna use the cinch binder, and we're going to make them spiral. So I'm thinking of these more as like a notebook versus necessarily a journal, but you can do what you want. I can't play music. I cannot play music because, hang on. Reagan, you gotta go. You can't be down here because you unplugged my phone. Why are my streams always so chaotic? Yeah, I obviously want you to play 90s pop. Duh. Was there even a question? Okay, so if you're over on YouTube, you're staring at nothing right now. Okay. So I grabbed 2 golden books off the shelf. For some reason, I have like a million of this one. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. It was in a storage unit that someone gave me. So anyways, I have a lot of this one. So we're going to do this one. Thanks for sharing. And I grabbed this one. Okay, so you're going to need something that you can pry with, and you'll understand why. And you're going to need something that will cut staples. Okay. Because when I take this apart, I want to try to save this golden spine, and you can see it on here. There's a staple here and a staple down here. Okay, so the way that what usually works, and sometimes it doesn't because some of the books are put together a little bit differently, but what works for me is to pry this open, but we'll show you. The other thing, now obviously you can use whatever paper you want. It's a U-book. Heidi! It is. I just took me a second, but I got it. I love Heidi. I love Heidi's Hodgepodgery, and I love Heidi by some Spire, who wrote it? Spire? I was so close. Spirey? No. Anyways. Now, the reason I'm doing this is my daughter loves to journal. Like, she writes in a journal every night. And I made her one of these with a Little Mermaid book. And I basically just put lined paper in it. Also the story, so you're going to keep the story intact. You can certainly do any kind of paper and make it into a junk journal. You're working on it now? Love it. So I'm just going to show you how I do it. You can use any paper, like I said. I got these from Andrea Cranage on here. I really like these because the paper is like, it feels like velvet. It's so smooth. I don't know if anyone else has bought these from her, but the paper is very, very good. So I'm going to use this. But let's start by taking this apart because I think this is what most people don't know where to start. So just grab something. This is going to be perfect because it's got this little slanted tip. And you're going to put this in here, you know, by the binding. So I just stick it in here and gently start pulling up because basically you're kind of pulling up on the staple that's in there. Now, I don't know, like, if they're really old. I haven't done a really old golden book in a long time. I think they also have staples, but I don't remember for sure. Okay, so we're just kind of prying and prying. Okay, yeah. And just be gentle because we don't want to damage that golden book spine. Then it won't be a golden book anymore. I'm thinking the top of the staple is on this side because it seems to be. Hello, thanks for joining, guys. See, there's the top of the staple, so I'm gonna keep trying to pry this up right here. Good morning. This is just this is actually a Tim Holtz thing to do rub-on transfers. But you can use anything. I mean, use pair of pliers, whatever you have that you can just get. Oh, a flathead screwdriver would work great. Constellation. Oh, thanks for joining. A lot of the crafters do live crafting on here. But, I mean, technically it is for sewing, but... Oh, speaking of that, if you look in my shop, I do have something in there just because you don't feel like you need to buy it, but I put something in there that you can gift your friends. Gift your friends. Good morning, Haley. They're these little like fabric rosettes. I have a whole bunch of different colors. You would get just random. Okay, so as you can see, I'm continuing to pry. You're gonna think nothing's happening, but look, we're exposing the staple. Okay, sometimes this happens. Look at it's, you know, life isn't perfect. Okay. Ah, look at that. Okay, once you start prying, basically it just means if you click on the little shop icon, you'll see some people will have things listed in there. And I just have something in there for like, I think $2 or something. Just a little thing, and you can send it as a gift. There's a little gift option, or you can gift yourself, or you don't need to do anything. I just need to have something listed when I'm live. All right, so this one took some prying, but we got it. So now I'm going to work on this one. There should only be two staples. Okay. There we go. Okay, so once you've pried, eventually you'll get this. Okay, now you can cut these off, which is why I said you might want. They are I asked for Barbie pink and they delivered. Okay, so if you break the staple, then you'll want to use something that cuts and you can trim it. But because these staples didn't break, probably because this is a newer book and they're not rusty, I think I can probably pull the whole staple out with a pair of pliers. So I'm gonna grab some pliers, whatever these are, needle nose pliers, right? And I'm just gonna see if I can pull this out. Can I? Maybe. Maybe. Oh yeah, you can. Dina. Dina. Yeah, what Dina said. You are so good at things you don't do. But you're going to do this. You're going to do it. I mean, you're still going to have to pull the staple out, but with the pages out, it does make it easier. Okay, now, still got to pull this out, okay? Because it's in here. Well, this is why I said you could just cut it off. But if I can pull the whole thing out, I will. See, I made one of these yesterday for my daughter, and here we go. It keeps coming out. And it came right out easier. More easily. Why they gotta make these books stay together so well, huh? Yeah, I do, actually. I do sell them. Okay, see how it's slowly but surely coming out. I would rather like pull the whole staple out than trim it, because when you trim it, even though it works, you still might have like a little sharp point in there. Some, you know. It's gotta use your muscle. And I don't really have any muscles. Okay. Ah, I got it. Whew. That was a workout. They're not always that hard to get out, but you know, sometimes they are. Now, like I said, if you're doing an older one, a lot of times the staples are rusted and they break. I am left-handed, Dina. Okay, Dina says to pull it towards me. I think Dina's right again. Yeah. See, I broke it off. I think it's coming out this way easier. Here we go. Okay, I got it. Okay, staples removed. Whew. Now you're left with... It looks harder. Okay, so now you can see it is attached right here. So now I'm going to... Because I cannot cut in the straight line to save my freaking life, I'm going to use this. It is pulling out hairs on your chin. You youngins might not know about that, but you just wait. Those hairs will find you too. Okay. We're going to cut. Try to cut straight, but you know what? As they always say, it's good enough for who it's for. I don't know who it's for, but it'll be good enough. I still didn't cut straight at all, but that's fine. Okay. Now we have our cover. This one did get a little bit damaged, but whatever, it's fine. And I'm probably going to just, because I didn't really cut it right in the middle, I'm just going to cut this off, okay? Ooh, it's good enough for government work. Yeah, ain't that the truth. Okay, we're going to just trim this little piece off. Okay, look at that. We preserved the spine. Now, we're also going to keep the story intact. Okay, I'm good to that in a minute. So set your things aside. Now you got to choose your paper. I think these are all white. And they're all lined, unless they have a grid one. Oh, these are all lined. Okay. we're gonna cut our pages down. So let's see what these measure at, okay? They're 6.5 inches wide and they're 8 inches tall. So we're gonna go cut our paper. I can't take YouTube with me, but I can take Whatnot with me. So I will be right back. Now you can cut this, you don't have to have one of these big paper cutters, but because I have one, I'm gonna use it to cut this down, okay? I just did this yesterday, so it's still set at 8, so I'll do the length first. So I'm gonna shoot these. Aw, thank you. Okay. So, that. Okay, now you got a little list pad with vertical lines, but who cares? Alright, and then what I say, 6.5. Here goes 6.5. I gotta adjust this. Thank you. My name is Kristen. I measure and then I never remember. All right, I'm going to cut this side so that we get rid of the whole spine as we adjust our width. Okay. My favorite. Yeah. Oh, I'll show you that. Okay. Now, actually, I think I'm going to cut a second one. Or maybe we'll cut down some decorative paper. Let's stick with this for now. Measure once, guess twice. I like that. This, someone was asking about, these are actually, it's not magnetic. It's got this little, like, track the jars hanging. And it's from Hobby Lobby. And these little jars I got at Goodwill, but I'm pretty sure they're from IKEA. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm a Barbie girl. Okay. Look at the Barbies. Okay, I love Barbie. In case you couldn't tell. Okay. Wait, we got some notebook paper. We got this. Now, I'm going to be doing a cinch binding. There's a lot of ways you can bind it. This is what I'm doing. I like to be in this room 24/7. Oh my word, there's 46 people in here? Guys, thank you. Thank you. Okay, don't lose your mind about what I'm doing right here, okay? It's okay. I'm going to zoom out. All right. Listen. Wendy, we just did it. We pried out the staples. It was the whole thing, but if I have time, I'll do this one as well. Keep your pages intact, okay? They are going to be, I'll show you on the next. Golden books are made up of 2 signatures, okay? But because we are doing a cinch binding, we don't need to keep them together because we want the story to stay intact. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Hopefully it will by the time I'm done. Okay, so I separated them so each page is now its own thing, okay? If you're like me and you mess things up, oh yeah, just cut it in half. Cut the, yeah, exactly. Okay. So here's our first page. We want it to stay our first page, okay? So I'm just gonna keep it like that. If you say you wanted this to stay together, then don't put a page here, but I'm gonna put some, look at, there's a little piece of staple. I'm gonna put a few pieces of this paper right here, okay? Then you got the next page. We'll put some more paper in here, and you just continue on. Now this is the way I start, with some notebook paper, and then I might go back and add some decorative paper, or I mean, you can put whatever you want in it, basically. But for the way my brain works, it makes it easier for me to do it like this, so I can make sure that the story stays intact, the pages stay correct, because I just made a junk journal, a bird junk journal, and I thought I checked it thrice. That's 3 for you youngins. And I still had a page upside down. So, yeah. Okay. Now, when we bind it, you'll have your notebook with your story, right? And then, look it. You can journal, whatever. Oh, thank you. Thank you. They're a little long for my liking, but because I have anxiety, I couldn't tell my nail tech that I wanted them a little bit shorter. So welcome to my life. But yeah, this is, let me show you guys this, because I also like have ADD. I know, you guys told me next time, I'm just going to tell her I need them shorter. It was a new girl. I didn't want to hurt her feelings. The person that usually does my nails wasn't there. So this one is, I mean, it's completed. This one's sewn in. We're not doing sewed in, but, oh, you know what? The page that was upside down, I tore it out. I tore it out because I couldn't handle it. So this, I can't really show you what I was going to show you because I tore it out, but look at it. Guys, I sewed, not in a straight line, but I sewed trim. Oh, I've had anxiety forever. But the funny thing is, I didn't have any anxiety throughout cancer treatment. Like, I felt like this whole, like, sense of peace, and I still don't even have, I have zero anxiety of my cancer coming back. Like, my oncologist has way more anxiety about that than I do. So you know, that's just the way my brain works. I have way more anxiety if my kid tells me they have a headache, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a brain tumor. Is it Keek? Is it Keek? Keek? I don't know how to, I don't want to mess up your name. I opened, do we want to do a walkthrough? Is this ADD? I opened my Etsy store. I shouldn't say that. I opened the e-store. I don't have anything in it yet. K-O, cake. K, I like cake. Cake. Yes. Constellation Creations, I get you. Anyways, I will list Keiko. Oh, I got it. Keiko. Okay. I hope that's right. Keiko. But I'm probably going to schedule a show on here to sell, thank you, Keiko. Okay. To sell handmade things. I don't know how my handmade things will do on the Whatnots, but if they don't, I'm going to put them in my e-store. Okay. This is the journal I did. It was my first one, like, really doing a lot of stitching. So it's like, I mean, things aren't straight, but I usually do a hidden spine. This one has an exposed spine, but look, it's got birds. And I love the trims. Okay, so I don't do a ton of decorating inside my junk journals because I feel like that's the fun. And the person who is getting it needs to be able to decorate it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the fun of it. So if I stuff it full and decorate everything, then, like, what's the fun for the person getting it? So anyways, yes, crafting definitely soothes my anxiety for sure. So on the inside cover, I just did this little waterfall, and I did this little, like, whatever this is, Brad situation, and this is just a little, I cut that bird out of a book, and it was mainly because I needed to cover up the Brad. Okay. So there's that. Thank you. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere, but I felt like I was being original, but I know other people have done that. Anyways, I like this little vellum page with this little die cut and this thing. But then, like I said, I like to, like, leave a lot of this blank space so that whoever buys it can do their own, they can journal, they can add whatever. I don't want to fill it all up because, like, that's not fun for them, you know what I mean? I don't think anyways. I did sew in a little pocket here. I don't know if I put anything in there. I didn't put anything in there. Oh, thank you. I love birds. I think if you're not new around here, you already know. that I love birds. But I'm really trying to get into my sewing era. So I'm trying the stitching, but none of it's straight. But I feel like it's a junk journal, so it can look junky. It's okay if it's not straight. I love this one. See, when I was doing this, this book or the golden book? The golden book, we're going to use a cinch, like a coil binding. This book is sewn in with a pamphlet stitch. And I made the cover with chipboard and covered it with fabric. But when I was sewing, I was like, this is why I've been hoarding trim. This is why. So I tried to put a bunch of different kinds of paper in here just to make it. Oh, see, look at it. Oh, okay. So this is the page that was upside down, and it was a vintage ledger page. So I was really annoyed that I sewed it in upside down. So I tore it out, and then I just made a flap and just glued it in here. So this is the page that had been upside down. Yes, that's right. And I was like, well, that can't be upside down, and it needs to be saved because it's beautiful. So it's there. That one she's glued it. Okay. This is a little, I don't know where I got that bag, but I put a little piece of like Timu paper in there. Let's see. Oh, there's the other one. I glued that one in, but I think that works. That works. Yeah, that works. Look at it, that's old too. I use a lot of like fake ephemera, but I do have some real ephemera. Okay. I do have some real. That chippy piece is real thick. Look at a trim. Oh, and then I had these two things. I sewed them kind of flip flappy, and then there is some little stuff in here. Pockets I stitched aside. There's a little envelope. A bingo card. Vellum, and it's sewn for a pocket. Thanks, Dina. There's the rest of that bingo card. And that's it. Okay. That has nothing to do with what we're doing today. But that's what happens. It is, no. Let me see. What is it called? My YouTube is under the same name, but I will say there's nothing listed in my e-store right now. My e-store is, however, if you want to follow it, it's kscreationskristen. kscreationskristen. Here, let me show you what it looks like. That. Thank you. Hopefully eventually I will. I got something. Also, if you are one of the 9 people watching on YouTube, thank you. Appreciate you. Okay, so we have our, you were welcome. We have this. Now this is not like, this is going to be a pretty thin notebook, which is fine. It just depends on, you know, what you want to do. So we can add to it. But also, ADD is strong today. Do you guys want to see a few things I got on the big A? I'm going to show you. Even though you didn't answer me, but I'm still showing you. Look at this. Why did I even want this? I don't know, but I saw it and I was like, yeah, I want some bugs. I want bug stamps. I want some bugs. Look at these. Look at these. Aren't these cool? And then on the big A, you could get a bundle with the thinlet dies or framelets. Look at. Yeah. I'm gonna make me some specimen cards. Okay, so I got that. Then, you guys, this, I did it. Where is the thing that I made it. It's so amazing. Hang on. I found the scrap. I found it. You guys, listen. This, Okay, message me and on here, and I'll see if it lets me type the name. And also, if you follow me on YouTube, I think it's in my description box. If it's not, I'll make sure I add it. This is a Impresslet. So it's a 3D embossing folder combined with a die. So you took this paper, see how it's very smooth texture? Look at the detail that this gives. Look at that. Look at all the detail in those feathers. Now I want every freaking Impresslet that is made. This is why my craft room looks like this. This is so amazing. My jaw dropped. Literally. Okay. So I got that. Lovely. This was not from the Big A. I think I got this from Libby on here. Oh, good. Okay. I don't know if my e-store is in my description box, but I'll add it to make sure it gets added to all the videos. But I got these from Libby, I believe. I love the blueprint stamps, and I did not have these. Okay, this was from the Big A. Look at I haven't even opened it yet. It just came yesterday. Also, pretty much everything I ever craft with or show on here is in my Big A storefront, and you can find the link to that on my YouTube channel. But look at this stencil. How cool. I love everything. I love the numbers. Like, look at, there's like even like little distressing in there. And the stamp, look at the splatters. It is amazing. Then, remember when I was playing with the illusion film a few weeks ago? Okay, I will add it. Thank you, Shanna. Please remind me. I was playing with that illusion film, and we were like, oh, this would be so pretty in like a stained glass window. And Shanna told me that there was like a, is this called the cathedral window? Yeah, cathedral window. I didn't have it, so I got that. That's so pretty. I feel like, not on this journal necessarily, but it would be a really pretty journal topper, cover topper, whatever you want to call it. YouTube is the same on here. It's Kristen Swain. It's the same names I have on here. And the other thing I picked up was this. This is older. This was from the Big A too. Just so you know, if you do purchase anything from my Big A storefront, I am an affiliate, so I do get a commission, and I use those commissions to buy more craft supplies. So if that makes you feel like you are enabling a hoarder, then don't use my links, because that's what I do. That's what I use my Amazon affiliate gift card to fund my addiction, people. Look at this. I love the blueprints. So cool. And these are so old because they don't, Sizzix used to make his dies with his stamps, and then they stopped. I like the sets, if I'm not wrong. So this is probably pretty old. I don't know. It's called Journey, if anyone's looking for this one. I'm not seeing a date. Oh, 2015. 2015. You know what's funny though is that I bought this embossing folder. This embossing folder is sold by itself. Shanna, it's okay. Listen, I had, what did we count? What did I say I had? 100? Okay, welcome to the attics of, oh my gosh! You are so sweet. Thank you so much. That was like, you made my Monday. Aw, thank you so much. Where do I even go from that? So sweet. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, okay. Can you show things closer to the campus notebook? I can't see. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. Okay. Let me see if I can move this down. Thank you, Sarita, for telling me that. Okay. Let's see it. I'm waiting for YouTube to catch up because, oh, Sarita, I'm so glad you told me that so I can be more in frame. Okay. Finished product. I gave it to my daughter last night, the one I just made yesterday. So I don't, but I'll finish this one in this stream. Oh, well, amazing. Thank you. All right, so I want to add more to this. Now, because this is the Haunted Mansion, I just remembered, I think I have, oh, I got this. I don't even know. Did I get this on here? It's glassine paper. I've never used it. I'm excited to try this out at some point, but that's beside the point. I have some paper I think will work with this. Might be cute. Oh, it's too small. Never mind. You don't like the way it smells? Let me see. Let me smell it. I don't really smell anything. I mean, I guess a little bit. It smells kind of like an old book. I was thinking this because this is like the Halloween wallpaper backdrops, but these are, I mean, I could use them, but they're quite a bit smaller, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, okay. Well, I'll buy it. Let me grab some paper, like some 12 by 12 paper that we can cut down. Or do I have any 8 by 8? Yes, these will be on my YouTube, which is why I wanted to start doing, when I craft on here, I wanted to do it on YouTube as well because the videos aren't saved. All right, I'm going to go to my paper and pull out some paper that we can add to this notebook. So just sit tight. I'm going to grab something. Don't leave me. Yeah, Dina, I've noticed that past shows are no longer showing up. So I don't know if it's a glitch, if it's going to stay that way. I don't know. I mean, I hope that they're not going to leave it that way, but, you know, they might. Also, I have this. I forgot about this one. This would be a good size for this. Okay. Oh, you guys. Listen, I'm going to flip the camera for a second for Whatnot. I have to tell you guys something that rocked my world. Okay. Am I being dramatic? Absolutely, but hang on. I stopped at a yard sale on Saturday, and she had like some yarn and ribbon and stuff like that. I was looking through a box of ribbon, and she's like, "Oh, you know you need ribbon." I was like, "I have a lot of ribbon, but if you have paper, I can never have too much paper." And she was like, "Actually, I have a couple scrapbook pads inside that I'm pretty sure she said were her father-in-law's. I can go grab them if you're interested." And I was like, "Sure, I'll take a look." I was thinking probably gonna be maybe I'm not interested in. You guys, she came out. Let me show the YouTubes. She came out with this. This is Wallflower. Not only is this Tim Holtz, but it's my favorite paper pad of Tim Holtz. Okay, but it wasn't just this. It wasn't just this. It was also the Stamperia pad and a few random sheets of scrapbook paper that I whatever. I was like, yeah, how much would you like for these? Oh, $5. And I was like, do you have any more? She's like, no, that's all I have. I was like, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a full Holtz. Okay. Yes, I'm being dramatic, but also I'm not. Okay. I have 2 wallflower, but we're not going to talk about that because now that I've hoarded and I have 3, I can actually use it and not feel like I have to hoard it. All right, now I got to figure out. Okay, I got to get the phone out of the. I am a magnet for Timmy. All right, this is 8x8. This should work perfectly in our book. Okay. Here's our pages. I did not, well, I kept my composure yeah, I mean, I did. But Jeremy, he was with me and he looked at me and was like, it could see in his eyes, he was like, stay calm, stay calm. And we got in the back of the Jeep and I was like, oh my word. Oh, anyways, this is a fun paper pad, Parkland. I think that's, look at this. Some people don't like single-sided paper. I love it actually for junk journals because you can like do stuff on the other side. Okay, so look at this. This is like all maps and ledgers. Literally what it says. Maps, text, and ledgers. They didn't lie when they made that title. I'm gonna put some of this fun paper in here. Do you want some maps? Sure, why not? You can, yeah. Definitely. Stencil it. Do stuff. Add some, look at this. I mean, come on. Use it. Okay. Do some of that. And then I grabbed, oh yeah. I don't think we really need this since we have all the other stuff, but we could cut down some music sheets, put them in there. That could be fun. Do that. Then I have this this file, this like legal standing file, and this is what I keep my real ephemera in. So let me see if there's anything in here that we can add in there. Like I do have some more. Should we put a real ledger sheet in there? I guess this is turning more into a junk journal than just a notebook. Okay, I wonder if we can. I haven't tried to put like a pocket. I have a bunch of these. I think I got these from I Am So Charlie. I don't remember, honestly. I haven't tried putting these in with a coil binding, but we can try it and see if it works. And then I have one of those we can use. So we'll try it and see what happens. So we need to cut these down, and I'll just use my paper trimmer. It's fine. I have it right here. Also, next Friday, I will be live on my YouTube channel with Caterpillar, the company that makes my favorite paper trimmer, and we're going to be demoing some paper crafting tools. So please be there for that. I'm excited. Okay. Okay, what did we say? You know what I could do? I could write the measurements down. Wouldn't that be iconic if I like wrote it down? on a sticky note, and then I didn't have to wonder every time I went to cut it. My YouTube is the same as my screen name on here, so it's just Kristen Swain. Thank you, friend. 6.5 by 8, right? It would certainly be different. Okay, guys, I'm about to do something I never do and write this down. 6.5 by 8. Wow, okay. Let's cut these. Okay. So our width, I love this paper trimmer. Let me tell you, I've been using this paper trimmer long before they ever asked me to be an affiliate, because I love it. And these are already 8. Woohoo! Okay. So you just need to cut off to the side. I've tried a lot of paper trimmers. This one is my favorite because I cut a lot of heavy cardstock, and with the other trimmers, I was replacing the blades all the time. And I have not ever, you don't have to replace this blade because it's not sharpening it as it runs across this steel plate, but it's maintaining it, I guess you could say. All right, I'm gonna cut off the jagged side. It should be in my big A storefront. Should be. If it's not there, I will add it after this stream. This paper trimmer is the Caterpillar Crop. If you want to buy it, I do have a coupon code for it that I can get you. It's only for 15% off, but you know, 15% off is 15% off. It's better than 0% off. Okay. Oh, I did not. It is expensive. It definitely. But, oh, the other nice thing, when you're doing like cut-aparts from scrapbook pages, this has a light. And it helps you see exactly where you're cutting, because this is where it's cutting. And with that light shining up, it really does help see what you're doing. Yeah. I mean, in the long run, you save money because I've never had to replace the blade. I hate to chop this, but you know. You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. All right, and then we gotta chop it down to 8. These ones are already 8. And then we'll chop this down. I probably cut these both at the same time. Okay. Yes, yeah. All right, let's add these in to our stack of pages. And I will save these from the ledger and do something with them. That something might be putting them in my eat bag, but it might also be a crafting with them. We don't know. We don't know. Okay. I'm going to put this in here. Actually, let's put it like this so okay. And then let's do this. And if you don't like if this really bothers you, you could always like glue stick that together, you know? And then even if you just glued on 3 sides, you could have a pocket. Maybe not with this because it's really thin, but like with a different piece of paper. But I'm not gonna do that. And there's no rhyme or reason where I'm putting these. I'm just randomly sticking them in here. And then we'll see where we can add that, potentially add that. I don't know. Yeah, that's right. Look at this. just take a minute to admire it. Okay. Now, I'm gonna grab clip. Isn't it so pretty? Let's just stick that right there, and let's stick this right here. Okay, now we want to make sure our pages are all... What's going on with this page? Oh, it's a little bit... Okay, I'm going to put it this way. Okay. And then I'm going to clip it. And I'm going to go get my cinch, okay? Let me grab it. All right, I have the old cinch because I got it at the Gucci wheel. But if you have the newer, prettier one, it still is the same thing. Still works the same. When you start out, you want to make sure all of your little buttons are pushed in, okay? I'm going to move this stuff so I can push this back so I can be a little bit more in frame for YouTube. Okay. All right. Down here, it has directions, but basically you're going to start with this pushed all the way in, okay, because it slides out. Sorry about the sound. You're going to push it all the way in. You're going to look down here at the height of your pages, which mine are 8, okay, and if you look here, 8, there's a number 4 underneath it. That corresponds to this peg. We're not going to do that right now, okay? Oh my gosh, you guys. My friend Dylan just asked if he could swing by in 15 minutes. He has a load of crafts for me. Wait a second, he said he can come at 9:30. I have some more stuff. Some more stuff coming. Crafts and ephemera. Let me respond to him. I am a hoarder. Darling Dover, how are you liking your spoons? Dover bought a card from me. Well, she didn't, well, listen, I was making a snarky card on here last week or something, and I was like, I said she needed it, and then she tipped me $10, which was unnecessary because I was going to give it to her. So then I sent her the card along with random crap that I found, including like a whole pile of wooden spoons that are actually really cool. Someone sent them to me randomly, and anyways, I sent you some other stuff. Did you like your doggy pincushion? Okay, so we are gonna start with everything pushed in and this pushed in, okay? Think this is gonna punch our holes for our coil. I'm so glad. So we want them to be on this left side. Unless you don't, maybe you want your notebook to be, well, I never claimed they were Dover. Oh, did I? Did I say wooden spoons? I don't know. What are they? Okay. I think you can cut up to 20 sheets. I'm not going to count. I'm just going to take a small stack. Keep your pages in order. You don't want to mess it up. Okay. Stick it in here. Push it back and against this, okay? So it's like, there's ceramic in it? Sure, okay. Now when I take this out, we're gonna fix this, but this is the way I do it so I don't get messed up. I'm gonna take this, put it like that, okay? And we're gonna punch the rest. Okay. Trying to keep everything together, folks. right, here's our pocket. And then we kind of want it in the middle, I guess. I don't know. Looky there. Okay. Then we're gonna do this. I'm sure I could punch more than I am. I'm also very weak, so I don't want to try to punch a bunch at the same time. Is this as fun as watching paint dry? All right, there we go. Okay, so now we have our first set of holes punched. Okay. Yes, the paper I get from Andrea, and I confirmed last night. I ordered more last night, and then I asked her if she still had a lot. She does. Let me see. This one's actually a little different. Okay, it's these campus notebooks. The paper feels so nice. Like, I bought a lot from her because I homeschool, and my kids use these for school too. But I find they work really great for this just because they feel really nice. And she has a bunch of them, so I think she has them in her bin. Okay, so now we need to punch the top one. So this is where you change it. So I punched all of those. You're gonna pull this all the way out, okay? The sound is awful. Now remember, our pages are 8 inches tall, and that says pull peg number 4. Here's number 4, we're gonna pull that out. Now you take your pages, make sure they're lined up. You're gonna push it all the way down here so it's lined up to this stopper, okay? And with the peg number 4 pulled out, because that's what it told us for 8-inch height pages. That went a little wonky, I don't know why. But you see, I think it'll be fine though. I must not have had it in there all the way or something. Yeah, that one's better. Stacy's mom is here. This one doesn't need it because it's not going all the way to the top of the page. Okay. There we go. There. Punch it. And then our last few. Okay, so now we have all of our, plug your ears. Hate that. That sound is the worst. Absolute worst. Okay, got all of our pages punched. This first set, I kind of messed up. Look at it, somehow cut it, but well, it's fine. It's good enough for who it's for, people. You know what we need to do? We could put some hole reinforcers on it, but I'm not going to. Okay, so now get you some coils. These are, what size? 3/4. Right? Is that what 6.25 is? What size is that? What is 0.625 in a fraction? It's not 3/4. Oh, Cindy, should I? Probably should. It's just these first pages. Let's see if that works. I don't know if it'll make a bigger hole or what. Okay. Now we're gonna put it like this. We're gonna take our foil and see this side that's like wider. We're gonna put that on the side here. Okay, it just hangs on there. Just see that? Okay. Then we're gonna put our pages in, starting with the back. So you just, now this is where if they don't punch exactly lined up, it's okay, because you were putting these on here like, hold on. Let's do this so I can do it at the top. Put these on here. Five eighths. Thank you, Purple Turtle. Thank you. That's weird. So my papers must have shifted a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it's the nerves of crafting live. It's the pressure. Good morning, Lisa, on the YouTubes. If you're on YouTube and you're wondering who the heck I'm talking to, you'll see Tammy. It goes on last, which is really weird. I'm also streaming on Whatnot at the same time. It's very counterintuitive, okay? And I have done it incorrectly before. And every time I do it, I'm like, is this right? But the good thing is, if it's wrong, we can fix it. Okay. Get on there. Get down there. Okay, now we got our pocket. I'm gonna put that over. Really can go anywhere. I'm gonna put it at the bottom because then that piece will just works better. Okay, do that. Yes. Sorry, this is tedious. I can't put big stacks. I mean, you could but some of these holes didn't line up exactly, so. All right, here's our pages that were kind of messed up. Okay, now we got our pages in. Now we're gonna take the cover, okay, the front cover, because that's the front page. Oh, we didn't punch the cover. We didn't punch the cover. Okay, we're gonna put these like this. Push your thing back in. Actually, I'm gonna do these one at a time. Just make sure you're punching along the. A little bit harder, but it did punch through. Okay, then pull it back out, pull peg 4, push that down there, punch it to the top. That's probably why you were asking how I was going to attach the cover. Okay. Now we can put our front cover on. And then you're going to make it so that the side that's going to be on the back is touching the front. Okay. Now we're going to take this off. Okay. We are going to flip this around. Now, what did purple say? Did you say 5/8? Let me scroll back. 5/8. Okay. So you turn, you push this down and turn, and it's adjusting this to 5/8. Okay. Then we're going to take this, and this open side is going to push against this space right here. Okay. So like if this is the back of the cinch, it's going like this. It's going to push back here. We're going to start, it's lined up at the top. We're going to have to punch it twice because this is longer than that. But you push down. Okay. And it closes it. And then we have to do this side. Okay. And then now you'll see why we did the covers like that. Oh shoot. Hang on. I feel like it's smaller. I'm gonna, maybe it wasn't quite on the 5/8. Yeah. Okay. Why is this? There we go. What happened? Hang on, guys. Operator error, okay? There. Now, when you put your cover back, it ends up like this. Then you can take your, do you think these will cut it? Do we think these will cut it? You can trim this. There you go. And you could save this and make like a little list pad or something. And then for this pocket, I'll just fold this like this. And there we go. Well, we got our notebook. Any questions? Any questions? Now, you can also, let me show you the other thing you can do. And actually, it's what I prefer. You can also get coils that are made by Cinch. And let's take this apart and I'll show you how you would put a coil in. I kind of like the coils better, but I feel like they're a little harder to find. Heidi. Oh, look at this one's coming apart. That one was like a new book. This one, because it's older, I feel like it's going to come apart maybe more easily. So if you missed the first part, you just need something that you can stick into this spine here and pry the staple up. Needle nose or a flathead screwdriver. You are easy. I use them easy. A flathead screwdriver would work great. I just grabbed this because it was on my desk. This is the tool for doing rub-on transfers. But you just need something you can pry in there. Also, if you come across like wallpaper sample books, which I did come across once, and I took I had a whole bunch of them, and they're put together basically the same way. And I guess any book that's put together with staples, you can take it apart the same way if you don't want to just cut the spine off. Okay. Pry it till that's staple. There you go. This one needs a little bit more. This one needs a little more love and attention. Okay. Now, they didn't break, which is nice. They weren't rusted, so let's see if we can pull this out. Come on, little staple. You don't belong there anymore. You don't belong there. Oh, I got it. Whew. It's like just like pulling teeth. Kelly's Creative Dreams. Oh, welcome. She said hi on YouTube. Oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. Heidi, you're not easy. Your staple doesn't want to come out. She's coming. She's coming out. I shouldn't say that. Okay. Come on. Oh my gosh. This is the point in the process where you could be like, screw it, and just cut your staple. But if you persevere, if you persevere, you can do it, okay? Don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams. Why are you still in here, Heidi? Why are you're glued in a little bit? Okay. Let's cut it. Boom. We got our cover and we kept our silver spine. You need glue we all need a little glue to keep us together. Okay. We don't need to keep these pages in signatures because we are going to, if I was going to sew it together, then maybe I would add them, but we're not. So I want each page on its own. They usually tear really easily. In fact, the Haunted Mansion one, I feel like they were almost like perforated. Okay. Okay. All the artwork in this is so cute. For the sake of time, I'm just going to show you how you could use a spiral because you can easily take it back out, because I'm not going to cut a bunch of other pages right now because I just want to show you. You'll see. Okay, so we cut our pages, and then we're going to use the same process. This is the same size. Let's see, do you think we can punch these all at the same time? Make sure your pegs are pushed in. Oh yeah, like butter. Okay, then you pull it all the way out, and because this is still an 8-inch book, we're gonna pull peg 4. Push that in there. Look at that. Okay, now we'll do our cover. Push your peg back in. And this one, Yes, I love, listen, I collect golden books. I would be embarrassed to even show you my golden book bookshelf. Okay, pulled out peg 4. Got my top holes. Okay. Now, at this point, if you have a spiral binding, let me show you how easy this is. Look at, you just put it in your, put it through, and then you just keep, look at this. This is satisfying, and I like these better than the other kind. I think that they hold the book together better. And you don't even have to mess with cinching it because this is here. And you can still trim these down with some wire cutters to get the size that you want. And then you can like kind of bend that, the top or whatever you want to do. But look, then you have a spiral. Okay, now I didn't add anything, so I'm just gonna spin it. Oh, I guess I'm spinning it this way. Vintage Chick! Thanks for the rate, you guys. Follow Vintage Chick. Vintage Chick. Do you still have Barbie fabric? Do you like that? I was like, follow, like it's a command. Oh, Vintage, I will be there. You could, definitely. Like, I would, like, make yourself a little template. You could definitely do that. But see how, because, so when I saw that they had spirals, they're old in the older packaging, which this is older too. And I was like, can you use the spiral with this machine? Yes, you can. See? And you could probably, if you could probably use any, I bet you can buy these spirals. Let's look right now. I bet on the Big A you can buy spirals. They don't even have to be the Cinch brand. Let's see. Spiral binding. Yeah, you can. Look at this. You can get 100 pack for $16.99. I don't know what that means. Capacity 4:1, whatever. I'd have to Google that and figure that out. But there you go. Let me show you what the packaging looks like though for the Cinch ones, in case that's helpful. There you go. Okay, so these, this is what they look like. I mean, look at it, it's the same. Okay. I also got these back when Hobby Lobby clearanced them out. $2.24. Okay. You can also, you might find them like this. These are the first kind of binding, this kind. But I also purchased this big box. I don't want to show it on, but look at, this is from the Big A, but it's the same thing. These are just like a really wide one. Yes, Michael's has a bunch of their We Are Member Keeper stuff on clearance. These I got on the Big A. I don't know. I don't think they're in my Big A store. I'm going to leave this out so I remember to add it in case you were wanting those. And then this one I got probably at Hobby. Oh, maybe at Michael's. So there's a lot of different options. And unless you find them like thrifting or on sale, I would definitely go to the Big A for them. However, I think Andrea has them too. Did I miss a question? Okay, why is this done? That's not a stupid question at all. Because when I first saw these, I was like, why? Why did you just do this? Well, this is the one we just did. While the story is in here, we added journaling pages. So you get a journal along with the story, right? And then you can decorate the pages. Like my daughter uses these literally just to journal in. So that's why I got this, because I got her out. I got it out yesterday. No, she had a bunch of these coils. I got this out yesterday to make her new journal because she filled hers up. So then I was like, you know what? I should show you guys how I do this. So that's how I do it. If you want to make a junk journal, but you don't want it to be a coil, the only time I really ever use the coils is for making them like this if I'm going to use them as an actual notebook. That's just the way my brain works. You have the tea. Oh, did you, what kind of, you didn't use a cinch binding, I assume? Yes, no? Because I have, I'll show you what Purple Turtle is talking about. Because I have some too. You're welcome. Look at you guys. Look at these. Did you know they made these so small? Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Look at. Look how stinking cute these are. Okay, so if I wanted to make, if I didn't want it to be like a notebook or like a actual writing journal, the way my brain works is that if I'm making a junk journal, okay, this is the one I made for myself for this year, and it's huge, okay? I like my junk journals to have this kind of spine and for the signatures to be sewn in. So you could use that same process that we used to remove the staples to keep this intact and make a spine from like chipboard. Take your spine. Let's imagine that this is my spine piece, okay? You would lay it out. You would take some bookbinding cloth or some paper, take your chipboard, attach it to heavyweight cardstock or fabric or whatever, and put it like this, and attach it inside, right? That, yeah, you could do this with the tiny ones for sure. That way, you're gonna have whatever your spine is here, it's gonna be attached on the inside, so it's not covering your golden book trim. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. That's how I would do it for like an actual junk journal. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And that is what I would do if I was gonna do one of these little ones. Yeah, I would bind it like that. I wonder, I've never tried to take one of these little ones apart. Maybe let's try it. I got a few more minutes. Let's try it. Let me go make sure I'm not missing comments. Oh, I'm missing so many comments on YouTube. I am so sorry. There's your workout for today. Yeah, Kelly, I got my arm workout 100%. Oh my gosh, Kelly over on YouTube also collects golden books. Oh my gosh, that's amazing, Kelly. Oh, okay. All right, let's take, I love this one because it has birds. All right, let's take it apart. I'm assuming they're probably attached the same way. Yes, I can feel a staple. So let's do it. Do it, do it, do it. That was Reagan, who's getting antsy. Good morning, Sarah on YouTube. You guys hear Reagan? Like, it sounds like a horse. He's like, Mom, I need attention now. Yep, Fabri-Tac or book glue. Either one, yeah. I probably would use well, I guess if I was using fabric, I would use Fabri-Tac. And if I was using paper, I would probably use book glue. But either would work. Okay, we got the, so it looks like there's just one staple in these. Oh man, Listen, I'm weak, y'all. Oh, Sarah, thank you. Okay. Eat spinach. I like spinach. Oh, man. Too much power. I broke that one. Okay, well, you know what? When the staple breaks... Oh, actually. Oh, I got it. I got it. All right. Cut this apart. There we go. Oh, Sarah, I hope your hubby feels better. All right, so we preserved our spine. Here's our pages. I'm gonna go look at my chipboard scraps for a little piece we can use for our spine. That's why you gotta save your scraps. Okay, this one's got some tape on it. I'm gonna peel it off. This is that really thick chipboard that I get from K-Dodge. Okay, this is 2 3/4. My rule. Two and 3/4. About right there. Oh yeah, so definitely I'm gonna go chop this on my picker. It's too thick to cut on my little trimmer, so one moment. Uno momento. Okay. This must be a little less than 2 3/4. Let me cut a sliver off. Okay. All right, that's good. Now we're gonna cut. I'm gonna use this 110-pound cardstock. You could use fabric. Use whatever your heart desires. This is about 1.5 inches. It's a little less than 1.5 inches. The width. So I'm gonna cut this to. I don't know, let's cut it to 3 inches wide for now. And I think that'll be good. And then you just attach this. So let's glue this down. Oh no. I did not put my pin back in my glue. I never do. Why am I the way that I am? What's wrong with me? I'm gonna glue this on there. Okay, I'm gonna just help with my fold. Just gonna try to help it out a bit. Okay. We're gonna glue. Actually, I don't know, 110 pound might actually be too thick, but we're gonna go with it. And I left myself about an inch. Do I want to use tape? Why am I overthinking this? Let's just use glue. Let's clip it. Now, we'll probably want to, well, maybe not. Ignore me. I've never made a small one. Let's clip this so it can dry. So I'm going to put glue on this part. Probably, if I was really making this and not just trying to figure it out, I would probably do score tape and glue. Let's make sure that it's not upside down. And then I'm just going to clip it so it can dry. Oh, Sarah, I love that. Okay, so while this dries, as you can kind of see what I'm going for, you're still going to have your golden spine. This one is like not straight. Hang on. And that's why I like to use glue too, because I can move it. If it was tape, then that's all she wrote. Okay. Now, we can decorate our spine, which I probably will, and you can do an exposed spine, like punch your holes right through this, or you can do what I typically do is I would sew my, like I would cut another piece, I would sew my signatures into that piece and then glue that piece in here, and that way all the threads are between this and the spine and then not on the back. So it just depends on what kind of look you want, but there you go. So you could do this with the bigger books too, but then you get to still see your golden spine. You could do this with fabric, whatever. Whatever. All right, well, this was fun, guys. I have to go now because it's time to start school with my kiddos. So let's see if we can raid someone. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll probably be back on again tomorrow morning. And Art Lines is on and she's selling craft supplies. Thank you guys for hanging out. Oh my gosh, 40 some of you watching me craft. You don't know how happy that makes me. I love it. Thank you so much for supporting me. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would love it if you would go and do that. It's the same name on here, Kristen Swain. All right, let's go see Art Lines. Bye.
Tulips with a bunny for Easter coming up.
Bye, everyone.